What's new, Walter?
Oh man, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't know what we're gonna.
Lots of good stuff.
So I did. I edited episode 15 today, which was. That looks wildly inappropriate.
Oh, stop.
And I guess that's how we're going to enter this episode.
Okay.
Cut the camera just a little high. And you...
camera country here, right?
Oh, no.
All you see is...
That was just a funny moment between friends, and you all have to turn it into perversion.
That's right.
What else do we do?
That's nothing.
I miss a couple weeks and you guys.
Test your mic.
Hello.
It's good.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You're on. Preston, you're on.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep. We're
Blast off.
Smoke and Steel podcast.
Nice. I like that.
Sick. Where'd you get it?
You forgot.
You made it.
You forgot to say take one.
I didn't forget to say take one. Might want those headphones.
Did you clap?
Can you turn me up a little bit?
I can't.
We don't clap anymore. Now we got the official clapper.
Right.
how's that? Better?
Much better.
Already rolling.
Welcome to another episode of the Smoke and Steel podcast, brought to you by StogieReview.com. I'm Eric. Tonight we got Mark, Preston, Rob, Jimbo, and our fearless leader, Walton House.
How's the baby? Good.
Let the man talk.
I want to ask you.
We'll get to it.
Sidebar.
We'll get to it.
Oh, fuck you too. You know, why do you even bother fucking
What happened with episode 15?
Oh, yeah. Right.
I was going to say something nice. I don't think I can now. So I did the editing on episode 15. That's the one where Mark couldn't make it. So it was just me, you, Jim, and Gurgle. And I was really surprised at how well it went.
Really?
Not that I expected it to go bad, but it's really interesting to see the different dynamics depending on who's here. It's a very different podcast.
Oh, I bet.
So it's just kind of cool to see that. I'm looking forward to getting that posted. So that's what's new. I edited
Very
episode 15 from 3 weeks ago.
cool. Ooh, let's go around. What are we smoking? That looks unique. What the hell is that thing?
It's a Chai Bali Pioneer Robusto.
Let me see that thing. Oh. You got Rab?
I have a Ashton VSG Robusto.
One of my all-time favorites.
Love him.
Going old school, got the CAO Brazilia.
Brazilian. Very nice. Walter, are you smoking
Going
a
even
concert?
older. Smoking the old school concert from you. Thank you.
I posted that picture in my other big Discord, and people were like, "Where'd you find those?" I said, "I got the hookup." I said, "My buddy not only had a box, but he had the harder to find little 8-track one." And they're like, "Some guy's like, doesn't it have the coasters in it?" And I was like, "You're damn right."
Tell him we'll sell it.
Yeah. What do you got?
You know,
I got the Oliva Gilberto.
Very nice. Hot from the mail. I got a bunch of Murcielago Lanceros. Got a good deal on them.
Nice.
So.
I think Mike's going to light up the Cuban round today.
That one's good. Black
Cuban
Market.
round.
And this. The new Tatuje Monster came out this week. I'm jealous.
That's a good.
This is the Mummy. It's the brand newest redo for the Halloween season.
Woohoo.
$13.
Cut it in half.
Not too bad. Not bad at all.
so I saw even the guy.
That
from
was on Cigar
CAO
Page, I
or
think.
somebody commented about it. Like, where'd you get that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Everybody was asking about those CAOs.
Shockingly surprising. I think they're. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see what Walt says.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you lighting that monster up right away?
Yeah. You want it?
No, I want you to
Hey,
smoke
Rob.
it.
Might want to angle your mic just a little closer, pointing towards you.
They're meant to be straight on.
There you go. That's better.
Yeah. When you
That's
turn
what
your
Paul
head
always
and
tells me.
when
but
you
I never
turn your head and talk to
You
Jim,
can,
I can't hear you.
How's that?
Much better.
That works.
Much better.
But
Much gooder.
You want
You
to
can
be
adjust. You can adjust the boom arm too.
then
stick
I'll
it.
do something like Eric and drop it.
All right. So what do we got on the list today, there, Walter?
Did we get everyone? There's a lot of people in this room. I don't feel like we got 7 cigars. Did we?
We did.
Or was I just not paying attention?
We weren't paying attention. As
So what do you got, Mark? I clearly I wasn't paying attention.
No, I said the Oliva Gilberto.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I thought it looked like a Padron Damaso, but
I look like a charter oak from here.
That's what I originally thought.
so now is that just the writing, or is that an Asian cigar, like a Chinese cigar?
No, it's just the writing. It's
Okay.
made in Nicaragua.
Okay.
They have Chinese people there? I thought
By
they
a
spoke
Japanese
Spanish.
roller.
Yeah.
Chinese people everywhere.
Oh no.
Oh, that's got to be edited out.
Yeah, right. We haven't got in trouble yet with Gurgle. We're good.
Oh man. Okay. So let's talk about that baby.
So I had a kid. Well, my wife did.
Mazel tov.
I had the
One
fun
of you
part.
did.
Yeah, so we go into the hospital. She's actually, let's back up. Parting out one of the cars that came in and pulling this engine out. It is fighting me tooth and nail. She's in the truck waiting to go. We're going to go get dinner, have a nice night out. Because we're like, this is going to be one of the last times before we have this kid. We're going to have steaks and stuff, and probably by the end of the week be in the hospital getting induced. I keep checking on her, and she's like, okay, well, hopefully we can go soon. And she's got this app that tells like how many contractions she's having, how long they are. And she goes, you need to look at this. And it says, you need to go to the hospital now. You're in active labor. And I look back at the car where the engine hoist has the engine halfway out and the guys that are helping me get it out. I'm like, all right, let's get this thing and we'll get out of here. So I rip it out. We start driving, go to the hospital. The labor slows down and they take her blood pressure and it's like almost stroke level.
Oh.
And they're like, yeah, no, you're having this baby tonight. So we start that whole process up. She's in labor for 24 hours straight.
That's unheard of. They let it go that way.
Yep. And she's like, finally the doctor comes in and is like, you're going to have a C-section. So we have the C-section. They're like, you're already at risk for hemorrhaging. So she hemorrhages on the table. Get that under control. She's like, I'm still not feeling great. They take her down to the recovery room. Seems fine. And then they check on her. Hemorrhaging again. This time, though, her dad and both of her sisters are in the room. And all the doctors are like, oh, no, it's okay. And they're like checking stuff. And they're just pulling blood clots out. Jeez. And then more and more and more. And then all of a sudden, they're like, you need to get out of here, right? So the whole floor looks like an episode of Dexter. And they're running around. Her dad's holding Eleanor, the baby. And he's like looking around. And I'm like, it's okay. Everything's under control. Nobody's worried yet. They get the hemorrhaging stopped. She ends up needing 2 blood transfusions. Got 3 liters of blood total.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was crazy. Kid is gigantic. All right, this kid popped out almost 9 pounds. I'm like, we make blue ribbon children in this family.
Look at the dad.
I know.
Well, if she
we're happy
gave
for you,
birth in the
brother.
garage, you'd be able to use that engine.
I could have
hoist.
pulled it right out. So
Well, congratulations.
thank you. So Eleanor is a sweetheart. She's already gained a whole pound.
Wow.
So big kid.
That's awesome, man.
No sleep. I got 1 hour of sleep last night. I don't know how I'm here.
You'll get some in 18 years, I heard. So I've heard.
I go back to work on the 20th.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
So yeah,
Very cool, man. We're happy for you.
thank you. I was going to bring her in, but she doesn't know how to cut cigars correctly yet. So
And by the time this episode comes out, she'll be in kindergarten. So
yeah.
she's going to drop you off. Be like, you remember that episode where we talked about you getting born? Yeah, drop me off there again.
So yeah, it was a fun week in the hospital.
every time we text you and you're like, no, baby, we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then we were like, okay, it's been 18 hours. Any baby yet? No. 20 hours.
That is kind of insane that they let her go that long.
Well, the fear was because of the high blood pressure. So her blood pressure consistently stayed up in like hypertension stage 2 to hypertension crisis. No, she was like 170
Wow.
over 110 at one point.
Listen,
It-
I'm no doctor, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express once.
I'll keep you in mind next time.
And I am on the Smoke and Steel podcast, so
Oh,
that's just it. To
that.
me, it's just
Reminds me of that T-shirt I saw. I'm no gynecologist, but I'll take a look.
That's how it felt every time a doctor would come in. They'd be like, take your clothes off. And then they didn't like when
And
I
then they said it to Helen.
yeah, and they were like, "Oh, nope, that's
No,
the wrong
not
one."
you. Yeah, not you, your wife.
Yeah, they looked at this and they said, "You're pretty far along."
All right. What do we got on the list today?
Oh man, a lot.
I love the list
lot.
now.
Oh, got my checklist here.
Turn camera on.
You have to add the clippers, whatever those things you made.
Clapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You even have a section for what's new, Walter.
Because I knew it was
We
coming.
noticed that I say that. I didn't mean to at first, but now we're like, now we have to start it all the time.
Yeah, I know it's coming every week, and I'm still unprepared for it. So I guess next we could do the social media fans of the week.
You go with yours and then I'll grab mine.
So all I have is an Instagram one, and it is a very long name. It's At It Again, Blowing in the Wind. And then we have Jose Fortes Ramos.
Thank you, Jose. Jose. Hold on.
You can do it.
We've had 11,241 views in the last 28 days on our shorts and Instagram and Facebook. That's incredible.
We are, I didn't want to jinx it, but we are approaching 10,000 views on YouTube, mostly because of the shorts.
Same top fans as last week. Eddie Zero, Jim Lufton, and Joe Mecco.
That's surprising, especially,
This week, the weekly engagement, second place, Mike Pinto. Woo! Oh, yeah. Get your numbers up, dog, so you can become a top fan.
Rookie numbers.
Yeah, we need you to pump those up. And Vander Clay Stev. Continue.
So I was actually looking at YouTube stats, and I found a list of search terms that people are using to find us. You know, like the ones that make sense. Cigar.
1245.
So the ones that make sense. Cigars, most expensive cigar, best cigars, how to smoke a cigar. Then you get the ones that get a little weird. Colt 45 beer, Chad Smith Drumeo, chicken breast recipe. Then they get bizarre, like how to make a silencer, gag stick noise. I shitted my pants.
I don't think that's bizarre at all. That the last group makes more sense than the middle one. Honestly, think about it. The last section is more of a connection to us than the middle. Nickelback walks off stage. That's
I
pretty
understand gag stick.
awesome.
Well, for the bizarre section, Mike suggested we go around the room and talk about the last topic there. I shitted my pants, and each of us bring up a time that happened.
We we actually covered that in quite the detail from when Gurgle was here last week.
That's why it came up.
And just for reference, it was about an hour ago. So
Yeah.
Because Gurgle has irritable bowel syndrome or
Code Browns
PBS.
all the time.
Dude blows it
good
up.
idea.
Yeah.
So now, how did you get? You just
When you're looking at the analytics for YouTube, you can look at search terms. And I just started scrolling and I just started seeing these weird things.
That's awesome.
So all the way at the bottom of the list is where you get the bizarre stuff.
Where's Bungu?
I have no idea.
Is that India somewhere? Bungu.
I don't even remember saying that.
The first one just makes me want to start singing the song. 45 and 2 zigzag.
Crocodile Dundee. Anywho, that's pretty cool.
Hanging out with friends.
Jeez, miss.
It's like a Zoom call, IRL.
That's right, in real life.
All right, so for more interesting cigar-related stuff, it was announced that Joya de Nicaragua and Drew Estate are going to be ending their distribution agreement, which has been, I mean, like they've been intertwined for years, and that's coming to an end in January 1st of 2026. Looks like Joya de Nicaragua is going to go out and start their own company to handle distribution, and that's pretty much that. It's kind of it's strange to think of those two separated.
And I think if you read the second, I don't think it's what I've heard. It's not a negative thing. I think it's finally that they feel like they can just do it all on their own rather than kind of piggyback off of Drew Estate. What's that guy that you like from Joya? Is he the owner or the brand guy?
Willie Herrera.
Yeah. No, he's
He's just a blender.
He's from Drew Estate. Yeah, the master blender. This is the Dr. Alejandro is the Joya de Nicaragua guy.
chairman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe they just thought it's time to do it on their own.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious what's going to happen like on the ground. Because, I mean, you would go to a Drew Estate event and it would be kind of intermixed with Joya de Nicaragua.
Always.
When there were specials and stuff, if you bought Joya de Nicaragua, they counted towards your, Drew Estate points and whatnot. So I'm curious what this means for Joya de Nicaragua, whether we'll start seeing more from them because they're kind of on their own. You almost have to now.
If you remember, if you buy like samplers, especially from Drew Estate, they always throw one or two Joyas in there.
Mhm.
So maybe they just got sick of paying so much money to Drew Estate. I don't know.
So does anyone have a favorite Joya de Nicaragua?
I like both the red and the black.
What's up, Gurgle?
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking of those. I just remember the Antaños, the 1970s.
Right.
A scooch.
It's not one I smoke too often.
No, it's not. And I don't know if this will change anything, but I guess I don't know. Time will tell.
That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like we're blowing through these way too fast.
Yeah.
I'm going to be out of notes in like 2 minutes.
That's all right.
You know we're good at riffing.
Yeah. So the next topic is, I guess it's kind of fitting. You said you just got those Lanceros in the mail. Years ago, when I was a member of like several cigar forums, ordering cigars online wasn't. It was a big thing, but not as big as it is today. And they would say you should let your cigars rest for like 2 weeks to acclimate. What do you do these days? How long do you let them rest after ordering online?
Well, back in the day, you didn't get the Bovita packs with them.
Right.
Mhm.
They just came dry. If they
Yeah.
dried out, you had to let them sit. Now with the Bovita packs, you can almost smoke them right off the truck.
I think the game has come so far from them coming off a dirty factory floor or whatever to you. They come pretty well rested. If it's a more expensive cigar, I am going to let it sit a little bit. Like that's not one that I'll get right out of the mail and smoke right away. Something cheap, like he said, it comes in a Bovita pack. I've had no. This is fine.
And if you do pull one out of the box that's, tastes a little weird, just give it a couple days till you
That's pretty much what I
smoke
do.
another one.
If they show up, it's not uncommon for me to cut them open and smoke one that day. But if it burns funky, I'll just toss it in the humidor. It's not a big deal. But with them all coming with Boveda packs now, Boveda packs are inside the cigar boxes. They're inside the 5-packs. Hell, you order from Cigar Page. If you order a box of Boveda packs, they throw a Boveda pack in with it.
You always order one less than you need from them because they always send you an extra one.
Is it Boveda or Bovita?
Actually, I think it's Boveda.
Bovida?
I didn't know. How do you
I
say it?
asked Bovita, but I asked because of your Gris.
Right.
It's
Now
the
I
same
got the
thing.
official. It's Gree.
Agree.
You were right. The S is silent. Because it's that
Bovida?
I think it's
Louisiana
Boveda.
Creole.
No, I just got these and right out of the pack, and they're smoking great. They came Friday
From Cigar Page?
somewhere, yeah. Yes.
Understand. Okay.
And I got them, and I got the Christoph, the Maduros. They had a 10-pack of them on sale.
You like those, huh?
It was really good. I smoked one of them too. But I agree with you, Jim. I don't think you got to wait anymore.
No, not with the Bovita packs or Bovetta packs in them. I mean, it's basically the same thing you got in your humidor.
That's how I know that the last blind review went well. That's our first purchase of that cigar. We did the Olivas. No one went out and bought any of the G's. We did those Oskinators. Nobody went and bought those. Everyone was like, hey, where do we get those Kristoffs? You know that was good when...
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric brought something up, which is kind of true. How many
Hey, Eric.
times have you ordered a box of cigars from somewhere and they come in the morning and the UPS guy leaves them, or FedEx or whoever, leaves them on the blacktop instead of putting them either like on the porch or in the mailbox, and they wind up cooking for,
Yep.
2-3 hours outside. And I think that's a case where you got to let them,
Or freezing.
or freezing, let them acclimate a little bit more.
Well, that's why you take care of your mail delivery person. My mail person puts them right on the porch for me, right on the table in the corner.
I get so many different guys.
Now I get the same woman who's my mail person, but with FedEx or UPS, you never know who the hell that is.
So, well, my area, we have common mailboxes. So they'll just put a key in your mailbox for the larger one. So they might be sitting in that steel box
Nice.
Cooking.
from, well, cooking or freezing.
Yeah.
So that works both ways. And I've noticed, the hot and the cold, depending on which way they get delivered to go in there.
Which do you think's worse, the cold or the heat?
I think the heat's worse.
Okay.
I think the heat's worse because that if it raises up too much and you get too much moisture, you have to worry about beetles. If there was anything in there, starting to become a problem. The cold's not going to do that. And I've heard in the past that you can put cigars into a refrigerator to kind of just chill them and stabilize them too.
Well, they used to flash freeze them before transit.
I heard that's a way to get rid of beetles. If you flash freeze it, that'll kill anything in there.
Well, they usually do it like by the container load.
Oh,
I don't know. That used to be a thing years ago where people would get orders online, then like wrap up a box of cigars in like saran wrap, Ziploc bags, and then put it in their freezer for 2 days. I've never actually done that. Humidity is relative. So the colder it is, the less humid your cigars are. The warmer it is, that's why in the summertime, when you grab that box and you grab a cigar out, it feels like all spongy and mushy. So I would be concerned with them getting dried out in the freezer. And you don't leave them in there for a long time, but I don't know that beetles are really a concern.
See, I'll put them in a plastic bag if they're loose. If they're in the box, I leave them in the box. But before I put them in my tower, I always put them in plastic.
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Seal it. And then gradually I'll look at it and then I'll open it up, let it acclimate. I usually wind up smoking them all before
Before you actually...
their time, but
We've only, for me personally, and I'm pretty sure I only have known one person that's close to us that has gotten beetles. Have you guys ever, other than, the one at the Pottstown Club, we know that guy that his whole collection got beetles in
and
it.
that's where I got
Right.
some from.
And God
they
forbid
were
that
in
you
the
go and
bag.
buy from him, you move it to
Yep.
your thousands of dollars just destroyed.
I have seen the random holes in cigars, but I've never seen an active beetle infestation. I've heard about them.
Either.
It was the Oliva rep was telling me one time that he went to a cigar shop and the entire walk-in was overrun with beetles.
Really?
Yeah, like the 100% loss of stock.
And they were still, oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought you meant they were still selling.
No. They were alive, and it was pretty bad.
What were you
I don't know
saying?
If you remember, there was a beer distributor that sold cigars, a pretty large selection on High Street, right by the McDonald's. It's not there anymore in the little strip, and I don't know, you probably don't recall. This was years ago, but it was. That's what it was, across from where Popeyes is.
Yeah.
So they had a large cigar selection. He was selling them in there, and he didn't do a great job at maintaining things, and he got infested with beetles and lost the entire inventory. Although he kept trying to sell it, but
Does it smoke like Pop Rocks then?
they had a lot of issues in places like that, and that's why I'd be more concerned, especially going to somewhere like that doesn't take care or maintain their inventory, watching for beetles as well.
Absolutely. Especially those beer distributor types or those quickie marts. You gotta be careful.
When I worked with Tim at the shop, we got a delivery in, and we opened the one box to put it out. The beetles were crawling around the second box.
That skeeves me out, bro.
They went right in the trash. Right, they didn't even trash right out to the dumpster.
That won't get. I'm not saying to do it, but like if you smoke it, it's more worried about it just spreading. It's not going to get you sick, is it? Or
I don't know.
I've heard from somebody that did smoke one with beetles that it tastes effing disgusting.
oh, I bet.
It tastes like you're smoking a bug skeleton. So
Because you are.
Nope.
like it tastes like a burning. You ever like burn a tick or something and
Yeah.
how it smells? It tastes like that. That's what he said.
How far in did he get?
About an inch.
Okay, God. I
Then
thought you were going to be like to the band, and he was like,
No, he heard. I jokingly said to Eric, if it smokes like you're smoking pop rocks, but he said it started crackling, and then he saw the beetles coming out of it.
Yeah, the only time I ever had any problem was those.
Yep.
They were punches, not punches, tattoos. It
Oh,
was that pack of tattoos.
And I'll
I
give
got
him
from-
credit. He owned up. He came right in. He said, guys, this is the issue. He showed me the cigars. I said, yeah, that's bad.
I still smoked them.
And he was like, well, hey, just check everything that I got. He cleaned all his out, threw it out.
Any active?
they might have died off.
Yeah, but they did pop.
That's
You
crazy.
smoked a beetle.
Well, I started this conversation thinking, I don't ever have to worry about beetles. Now I'm like paranoid. So thank you for that.
You go online and you hear about it all the time on these cigar forums. And I'm like,
Yeah, but that's not close to home.
I know. We
You just gotta
finally,
look at your cigars,
Yeah.
and you could see it.
Yeah.
You know,
we're all very meticulous with our collection. We're not going to.
If you smoke 4 to 5 cigars a day, your collection will be zeroed out like mine. You won't have to worry about beetles anymore.
I'm getting there.
Let's talk about, since we can stay on resting time, there are some guys that love and get off on super aged cigars. Like they're willing to pay more for something that's been aged for 9 years. I love it when it has some tint to it. And I don't necessarily get into the hype of overaged cigars. What do you all think?
Had some good ones.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying I do enjoy it.
God. And I will tell you, that cigar, when I first bought them, I remember I smoked them and I was like, that's why they were buried. They're like
Right.
15 years. They're buried down in the bottom. I think I shuffled them, but now they're pretty
Damn
decent.
good.
They do get better.
That's cool.
Certain cigars,
Yeah.
certain wrappers, other wrappers,
Yeah.
age them, they just turn to dog shit.
Some ones you can age for. I've had smokes that age for 10 years plus, and they don't give off that yellow. And then you have other brands like, what's the one that we always get with the really yellow cello with the parrot on it?
Oh,
Cristobal?
yeah, Cristobal.
You
On
a
Cristobal.
year, and those start to give off a tint to the cello.
I have some double XL, I think they're Colossals or whatever, and they're orange.
I wonder what is it about their wrapper, their tobacco
It's
that
the
just
oil. It's
Are they the
oil
ones you
in the
got at
wrapper.
Ray's?
Yeah.
You've
Well, they're
seen
probably
those.
20 years
Yeah.
old.
they like.
Yeah. So
and I only have like 3 left.
since
gonna
the
be a
cellophane
bad day.
is sort of porous, the oil will soak
Leaks
out.
through.
Yeah. So usually you'll see it with like in darker cigars. They'll sweat out the oil a little bit and it'll leach into the cellophane.
Yeah, San Cristobal's are always like you said, almost orange.
Those ones I had were like bright.
So good.
Coat them in lacquer before you smoke
Yeah.
them.
which has always made me wonder, does the cello keep the cigar from pluming? Because I'm not sure I've ever seen a cigar with plume on it in a wrapper.
Well, that's that whole conversation.
Is plume mold.
I won't say his name, but somebody we know is a buyer for a certain big company will argue with you there's no such thing as plume. And I think you were there for that.
I was.
conversation.
I've even read the article that said that.
Yeah,
But-
there's a lot of people that think that if you wipe it away, it's plume and it's not bad. It's just crystallization. There's people that say, no, that's the start of mold. And I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. Some of it rolls right off when you brush it, and some smears.
Eddie
So-
brought those leakers in and you could, and it just came right off. I was like,
But
he asked me
I-
if I'd smoke them. I'm like,
I remember back in the day, the big debate was, do you leave the cello on when you put it in your humidor, or do you take the cello off?
Yeah.
And for years, I get cigars, and first thing I did, cellophane in the trash, cellophane in the trash, in the trash, in the trash. I'd never put, probably up till about 10 years ago, never put a piece of cellophane in any of my humidors.
I've always put the cellophane in. But then you got to say there's the argument that Cubans don't come in cellophane, so.
Which I'll also say Nate gave us some really old sticks to smoke at his house that were Cubans.
Yep.
And they were phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Were you there that night?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you couldn't come that night. You worked.
I came late, yeah.
You came, I think.
Charlie was there.
Yeah. They were just unbelievable.
Cubans age so well.
He's really a snob with that.
Nate loves
You look at
the
his
vintage
power, it's all
stuff.
vintage.
Well,
Camachos, flower band LFDs.
you have to be meticulous with your humidor
Absolutely.
to get shit to age right. Because if you're not, if you don't keep that humidity constant, temperature constant, I don't care what you got. They're not going to age right. They're not going to smoke right.
And that makes sense because Nate's not a daily smoker. Nate's a Friday night poker guy, you know. He smokes every week, but when he does, it's something good and something, you know, that he likes.
Well,
So
he's OCD, so he really is meticulous about
He
his
is.
humidor.
he's fair.
All the wrappers are all, every cigar is facing the direction. They're all labeled, what date he bought them.
We go to the beach and ours is just thrown in like a travel pack, and then he opens his. It's like it's all lined up perfectly. The lighters are all the right way, and ours is just like. Yeah.
So I guess I have a varying opinion on aged cigars. I know a lot of people think that, you know, you put 10 years on a cigar and it's going to get better. It's always better. But it's not the case.
No.
No.
Connecticut's don't age well,
Well,
usually.
I mean, it's not just that. It can be anything really. I mean, because for a long time I had coolers, like big 50 count coolers. I had 4 of them. I had thousands of cigars, and a lot of them were 10 plus years old. And I would go through there every once in a while, and some of them would be amazing. Other ones, they mellow out so much that they taste like an airball. And you really don't know which ones are going to be great and which ones are not going to be great.
That's true.
So, you know, just throwing something in a humidor and saving it for 10 years, 15 years does not guarantee that it's going to be good.
Plus, I've read that there's a wave pattern of how good that cigar will be over time. It may be bad when you put it in and gets better, but then it has a resting period again, and then it gets better.
Yeah, I'm a believer that there is a tipping point, like a point of diminishing returns, where it is as good as it's ever going to get, and then every day it spends in the humidor after that, it's declining.
Well, when I smoke a 100-year-old cigar, I'll let you know.
Okay.
The Opus are like that.
Yes.
They, after like 10 years, and not all of them, but they tend to they lose their punch, like that distinct flavor they have.
Eric, what do you think? Because you have a lot of dead stock that you save for a while and you break something crazy out. What's your take on age? Do you think it really adds to it?
I don't think I've ever had anything that I've noticed a significant difference. The only one that comes to mind that we brought up and talked about before was back when the Perdomo fresh rolls. I personally didn't experience it. That was Tim's son, who had a bunch. They had smoked them 6-7 years later after they sat in his box for all those years, and they said that they were phenomenal. I've heard, similar like Walt, I know it's comparative to wines, that when the product is released, it's as it's meant to be. There's nothing on the box that says age this for years. And I think even Nick may have, who does Tabernacle again, shout out to the Tabernacle.
Nick Mayo.
I think he's even said, when you get it, that's the way I meant it to be. So letting it sit,
It could change the
It-
product.
change it.
Yeah.
one way or another, good, bad, and different, but the manufacturers want you to smoke it the way it comes out. They sit and they age it before they give it to us. So I think we're trying to do it. I mean, you take a bottle of wine, some bottles of wine improve, but here's the end of the day. Once you put the bottle of wine into a glass, things just stop happening. It's like bourbon. You take it out of the barrel, it stops aging, it stops changing. It's in a bottle. That bourbon can sit in your shelf for 10 years. It's the same as it was 10 years earlier.
Right.
It's not aging.
When they pulled it out of that barrel, that's when they said, okay, it's ready to drink.
Yep.
It just becomes more desirable to people
Right.
because it's harder to find. It's just kind of like
It's the way our brain works. When you bust open a cigar with that yellow cello, that's in your head. You're like,
Well,
it could taste the same. You
What
don't
do
know.
think so far, Walt? I mean, because that was one that was a turd that went. I thought it became a really good cigar. Great cigar.
I think it's been resting long enough that it no longer has distinct flavors. It's all sort of blended together, but I think it holds up very well. It's medium bodied. It's flavorful. It tastes good. Creamy smoke. I think this is done very well over. And I'd love to know how old this is. It's got to be at least 10 years.
At least.
15. Because I was thinking about it. So, I mean, they haven't, I don't think they've made them for like 10 years.
I did an eBay search, and you can't find the ashtrays, you know how long it has to be for it not to have any of that stuff. Like,
I want to say it was 15 years at least, but I could be off by a year or two.
Well, do you
I
guys?
had a conversation with Mo from Bettina about a year and a half ago.
So it looks like they were available in 2013.
That's 12 years.
Probably, it looks like it came up in 2012 at a trade show. It's probably when it was released, 2012.
jeez, that's a
So-
long time ago.
Yeah, so you figure 13 years.
What was Mo saying?
We were doing a video chat, and he's like, what do you, and I showed him what I was smoking. I forget what it was. He goes, wow, that's an old one. I said, yeah. He goes, why are you saving them? He goes, do you enjoy it? I said, yeah. He goes, what the hell are you saving them for? If you enjoy them, smoke them. I said, well, you get to that point where you might never get it again. He goes, it's also going to get to the point where it's not going to be the same cigar again. It's going to hit a point where it's going to start declining, and
I still
I'm
think
like, why not? I started smoking them all.
I think the really good test would be get an old one and smoke it compared to a new one, and actually see.
And someone in the group will have and know which one's the old and new one. Take the bands off, take the cello off, and hand you two cigars. Be like, smoke. It doesn't matter which one you smoke first. Just tell me, and we'll know if you smoked the old one first or the new one first.
Well, the
And then
problem is going to be the tobacco is probably going to be the same lot that you had 10 years ago. It's probably a whole different lot of
True.
That
similar,
could be.
it's probably
True.
similar
Could be.
soil grown.
When they release the one-offs,
Yeah.
I had an original one-off. I smoked that. It was phenomenal. I smoked a new one. I got about halfway through and pitched it.
That's the one with the
Same.
peace band, right?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
still have
You
the
talked
hat.
about those.
Yeah.
The
I
ones with
remember
peace
Preston
bands on
doing
it.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, I had both. And same thing. First one was probably the best cigar I've ever had.
That's right. You were the one saying how you loved them so much.
And then the newer ones were good for what they were. I mean, but it didn't hit. At the
I
same-
didn't like it at all. I mean, probably if I wouldn't have smoked it right after back to
back
back,
to back. Yeah.
I probably would have said, okay, this is okay. But I got about halfway through after smoking the original. I went, this ain't even close to the original, and just pitched it. I'm like, nah, I can't do this.
So you're going to think this is totally, because I know you with Gurkha, Erica.
tinfoil hat.
Jake and I got Gurkha Ghosts when they first came out. You remember you told me, you called me on the phone and you were like, Tim just got these in. You got to try these. They are phenomenal. And I came down and I smoked it and I was like, this is an unbelievable cigar. And we smoked them for probably about 6 months, a year.
Yeah.
And then he ran out and they couldn't make any. And then they released another batch and they were terrible.
Horrendous.
Okay, so
I mean, beyond it, we couldn't even believe it. And the worst part was I gave my boss a bunch of them.
Oh, no.
Thinking they were great cigars. And he was like, dude, what did you give me? But it just goes to show you how what you got then is not going to probably not be the same.
it's true.
But then look at these. They're always.
It's funny you bring that up because I was just going to tell Preston. The one I tell people when they talk about, have you had one that aged different? I'm a huge VSG and ESG fan. I'm not a fan of like the symmetries and the cabinets. Your dad's buddy, what's his name again? Matt. He just came in and he's like, "Oh, I found these. Had these forever in my box at home." And he opened them up and it was a box of Ashton cabinets. And I was like, "I don't like cabinets." And he pulled them out. They were like yellow as that, maybe even a little more. We all smoked those. Phenomenal.
Was it
Absolutely.
still mild, or did he?
Yeah, it was just, and I do not like the cabinets.
Really creamy smoke.
I don't like the cabinets at all. And that was next level.
Well, they got the heritages, which are really good.
If I'm buying an Ashton, I buy a
Yeah,
VSG.
same here.
Well, do you guys remember? I guess last year it was. I wanted to find out what cigar they smoked in American Psycho.
Oh, I love this story.
And I hunted it down, and I found out it was a company called Plata. And the Plata used to supply all the cigars for like all the Hollywood stars, all the movies. And then the son took over the business and kind of wound down the rolling aspect of it. But he still had a lot of dead stock from like 25, 30 years ago. So I messaged him on Facebook, and I'm like, "Hey, can I buy some of these?" He goes, "Well, I got one box left out of my collection. I'll sell it to you for $125. I'm like, "Sold. PayPal now. Let's go." They show up. These sticks were the movie came out in 2001, I think it is, and we smoked these in 2024, and they were the same batch from the time period that the movie was made.
Yep. If you zoom in on the movie, you can see the band matches, and
Yeah, and it tasted. I thought it tasted like smoking
I saved
coffee creamer.
You gave me two, so I smoked one with you, and I saved one because that's one to have in your humidor. That's a story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference. I have something expensive or a Cuban. I like some, smokes that have a story with it.
Yeah.
And I pull that out and I show people, be like, "Yeah, this is the one." And my buddy got it from a guy who worked on the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have one of them too.
I mean, they're just fun. And he messaged me recently. He said he found another box in the back of the humidor, so I'm probably going to buy that one too.
Sweet.
That one costs a little more because it is. They're getting rare, but yeah,
What's his face might actually have touched him.
yeah. I don't think so. I don't think Christian
You can
Bale
tell
was out
people
there
that.
in L.A. touching them, but they did ship them to
He
me.
handed the box to another guy.
Yeah, to FedEx.
We'll tell people that he was actually smoking them in the movie.
Yeah.
That's cool. See, that one took a while. That's good.
Good topic.
Oh, Casa Fuente is closing in Caesar's Palace.
For real?
Vegas is dying.
Dying.
Vegas is dying.
They
Well-
did it to themselves.
Yes, they did.
Well, the
COVID really.
the article that I read said that it was an issue with smoking on their quote patio. Their patio was inside the Forum shop. It was inside the mall. And their leaseholder decided that they weren't going to renew. So Casa Fuente is saying that they may open another place, but it has to be a really good location.
Right. They're not going to go off strip or somewhere in the desert. It's just they outpriced themselves. I've been going to Vegas since I was a kid. My parents loved going there. It was so cheap back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
You go there and they threw free stuff at you. As long as your parents were gambling, you ate for free. You drank for free. The kids could go play games and do all the
That's why they
rides.
made
And
their money.
the last few times I've been, it is insanity what they charge.
They even charge you now if you put a bottle of water in their refrigerator.
It's wild.
Airfare now, Mark, is up.
Yeah.
Car rentals, hotels. They used to give you, give you the hotel. Now they're charging premiums. So everything.
Oh,
That is surprising.
The wife's friend worked for a travel agency.
Yeah.
And she calls up, "Yo, I got these great deals for Vegas." Okay, well, what do you got? 3 nights, airfare, hotel, $175 a person. I'm like, book it.
What a fun time to be there for 175 a person. Like, there's so much to do, but nothing's affordable anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder if when they released the Casa Fuentes, was it 2 or 3 years ago?
I could have killed him too.
If that's caused part of the problem too, because before you could only get them.
Right.
At Casa
They
Fuente.
Krispy Kreme themselves, you know. They that sounded funny. You remember that you used to drive to wherever there was a Krispy Kreme near the Delaware line to get it, and when they went national and everywhere, it just
Yeah.
maybe that's what once Casa Fuentes you could get them everywhere. People are like, we don't need to go to that and pay $20 extra on the strip. We can get them at home.
You good?
I
I
just
just
have
keep,
to take a trip to Vegas to get them.
Right.
you guys keep saying Casa Fuente. I keep thinking of the South Park restaurant, Casa Bonita.
Oh yeah, I would love to go there.
Yeah, they reopened it.
Yep.
But I was reading actually because I guess Wild Bill's Casino or Saloon or whatever it's
I
called,
stayed there once.
they closed last week, and
What a
it was something
shame.
like 1/8 of all of the resorts have closed since COVID.
Wow.
So you're talking about a lot of empty real estate now.
What are they gonna do with it?
Nothing. If
That and Lake Mead's like
Knee-deep,
in
bone
trouble.
dry.
Yeah.
We did a houseboat on Lake Mead. That was a blast.
I think the whole culture now,
Would you walk out to
the
it?
no smoking culture hurt everything too.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look at Ray's. What happened with Ray's? Now, granted, it was a nursery school that moved next to them, but that forced them to
that
shut down.
Nursery school
What?
should have known.
Yeah, when you buy.
There's a cigar shop right next door. Why do we
I
want to
agree.
open up a facility here?
But like, what was it? 2-3 years ago, we went to Niagara Falls for a smoke out, and we were up there. And man, if looks could kill, we were outdoors walking around near the river, and
Yep.
people were losing their mind. Like, how dare you smoke a cigar?
Why do
on
you
the
think
beach?
I remember I called you? I was at Niagara Falls. I was like, dude, I'm sick of getting the looks. I looked up the closest cigar lounge and it was in
reservation? Right?
yeah, but then I went to
Buffalo.
I went all the way to Buffalo.
Yep.
My wife's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm driving an hour to sit at a lounge.
Yep.
That way I don't get the She goes, okay. I was like, just leave me alone. I'm going.
I'm to the point now where I just go, I'm here. I'm smoking a cigar. If you don't like it, leave. If I'm not breaking any laws, screw you.
In Vegas, it's like you go there knowing that people don't judge you. You can drink whatever you want, whatever you do, whatever you want. It's like that town is built on doing whatever you want.
That's why it was called Sin City.
That's right. And now you're going to be like, you can't smoke here. You can't do that. I'm like,
I understand if you're on the beach and there's a family of 10 little kids,
right.
10 feet from you. I get it.
You're in a
Mom-
casino.
Yeah, mom.
Like-
yeah, that's right.
They
Yeah,
can't even be
who's
in
the
here.
bad person? You got your 10 kids with you at the
Yeah,
casino in
right.
Vegas, and there's a guy smoking a cigar.
Yep.
Yep.
But when you're on the beach, 100 yards away from someone,
Upwind or down, whatever. No, we've talked about this a couple episodes around here. Even in
yeah.
the places you can smoke, they say no cigar smoking.
So this October, we're done?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
October 19th of this year.
That's big news.
That is. I doubt that they changed places.
Well, it almost sounded like they were setting themselves up. Like, it's probably not going to happen, but just in case, like a miracle, the stars align, we could reopen, but it seems very doubtful.
and if we do, this is the address.
And it makes sense. I mean, you've got to think they're probably spending tens of thousands every month to rent that place in the Forum Shop.
It's a beautiful place.
Would you go to Casa Fuente if you couldn't smoke your cigar?
The only reason I went there was because I couldn't get them here.
Yeah, but would you?
Oh, hell no.
But yeah, well, I mean, why pay the premium?
Right. You're paying $30 more a stick to what? Take home?
Yeah.
Where you can get the same one for cheaper?
But that's why I'm wondering if they kind of cut their nose,
I agree.
by doing that.
People sought them out because that was the only place you could get them. You went in there, you sent pictures to your buddies. You're like, check it out.
Dude, they are good.
They are so good.
I don't care what they are. One of the best cigars.
I'm with you on that. And I always said the ones that came from Vegas just tasted better. I don't know why. They probably didn't, but in your head, you're like, oh, this came from the spot. This tastes so much better.
Last time I was at Casa Fuente, they had limits on what you could buy.
Yep.
Because I hit some money at the casino, and I'm like, I'm going to buy a box of Casa Fuentes.
So you can't get them.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Limit 3. I'm like,
Wow.
what? Limit 3. Anything else in the store, as many as you want.
Right.
Casa Fuentes, limit 3. I'm like, okay, I'll take 3, go out, and the guy's like,
No, you'd have to send your wife in, but
well,
she can only
come
get
back
3.
the next day.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of brands that are leaving Vegas are reopening shops in Miami. Like that's kind of the new thing, especially with the cigar stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if Casa Fuente did something in Miami now, because that's becoming huge for tobacco.
I love Florida. I am not a
Lot of
Miami
Cubans.
fan. I am
Yeah.
not a Miami fan. My dad loves it. He goes to South Beach all the time. It's just not for me.
I couldn't picture your dad clubbing.
No. He just likes the restaurants and the day. I said, "You're the only guy who likes South Beach. It goes to bed at 8:30." He goes, he's like, "There's no one ever at the hotel when we get back in."
No, they're just starting to go out.
Yeah. They just woke up. Overlong.
I don't know if I like this title of this next one.
Oh, wow.
No, it's actually pretty good. It's pretty interesting. So I came across a video from John Huber today on Instagram where, well, you'll see. I'll play it for you.
To Crown Heads 101. Today, class is about something that I've talked about before, but I feel like I got to hammer the lesson over and over again because people are not really grasping it. This cigar, La Imperiosa, has been made at my father's cigars in Esteli, Nicaragua since 2015. Same 4 sizes as when we launched. Nothing's changed. Same blend, same everything. We recently went to 21 count cab and dressed it up appropriately. Now, it is the same blend as this cigar, people. This is Las Calaveras 2014, the one that started the ball rolling, the one that got the 94 rating from Half Wheel, the one that everybody chases, the unicorn. So my question is this, class. Why are you chasing the unicorn when you can have this in the daily? Ask your local retail tobacconist for La Imperiosa by Crown Heads. Till the next one, keep smoking Crown Heads, keep smoking House Family cigars. Have the best day of your life.
That guy was cool.
So it's pretty interesting. It's like, hey, here's this one that everyone wants. We make that. It's just with a different facing.
A lot of people say that too,
Well, he's not a lot of people. He's
No. I mean, a lot of brands say that. Be like, hey, this is Foundation said that they're Liga, and because the guy, more about that.
What's that?
Who's the guy who does foundations? He was with Drew Estate, correct?
Yeah,
Correct.
I believe he was their blender for the league.
Right.
yeah.
Nick Molino.
Yeah, but that's different. I mean, Nick left Drew State, went to a different company, and built a new blend based on the Liga. John Huber is literally saying this is the exact same cigar, just different facing. Like we dressed it up.
And you think that's
It's like getting a Kirkland brand that's actually whatever the main one is. You just don't realize it.
golf balls
Yeah.
are Titleist?
Well, it sounds like the La Imperiosa or that Cavaleris was a limited edition. It did well, and he had the means to continue producing it as a standardized line. So he did, and he's calling it La Imperiosa.
And I
So
love
now
that.
we need those.
I always,
I tell you what, the
Respect
one he showed looks really nice compared to when I was buying them before. They were a lot simpler.
that's what he said. He dressed the band up, made it look a little bit more attractive. But if it's the same blend, I don't give a shit how they dress it up. It was a phenomenal cigar as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I just thought it was really cool to see him come out and say, hey, if this cigar that everyone seems to be chasing is available, it's just called something else.
That brings up another question, though. I mean, if you're talking about a stick that came out in 2014, I've noticed a severe drop in quality over the last 10 years, just kind of across the board. So, I mean, yes, it could be the same blend, but how much of the same blend is it actually? Like, you're talking, is it just the same tobacco crop, or is it the same field?
Well, if it's
grown
coming out of
10
my
years later?
father's, I'm thinking it's the same cigar.
Okay.
I did not.
So we actually had a pretty interesting conversation about that a couple of weeks ago, where we talked about it's not the recipe that's changing, it's the ingredients that are changing. And in this case, it probably is different than the original from 2014, but it's not because the tobacco is different. It's not because they're using different tobaccos. It's just because it's an agricultural product and they're different.
Right, you can't control Mother Nature.
I'll never stop chasing unicorns or waterfalls.
Don't go chasing
That's how we're starting the episode.
So I got another video thing that I'm going to play, but I was scrolling through YouTube today and I saw that Kyle, or actually Big Rob, posted a short from LA Cigar Collective. They have 2 house blends, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the first one is. The second one is the Gris Gris.
Gris Gris. It's French, you idiot.
I know exactly what it is. But he's got a house exclusive coming out.
Yes.
And it hasn't been announced what it is, but I'm pretty interested. I think I'm looking forward to smoking the Gris Gris so that I know whether or not I need to buy more of those. I want to buy some of his other house blend and maybe some of these house exclusives, depending on what it is. So that should be kind of fun.
Yeah, we'll have to act like we know what the Gris Gris tastes like, because the way the episodes will play out, we would have smoked it by now if it's going on chronological order.
Yeah, because I'm going to pull that.
Even though right now none of us have smoked it, technically in future timeline, we have smoked it.
Well, let's see. So this one will come out like around Thanksgiving.
Right.
Kyle will be on next week.
Right.
And then we're going to pull it ahead.
So right now, in the time-space continuum, we have all had the Gris Gris, even though we have not.
The lights just flickered at the same time.
Wrap your head around that one, listening audience.
We're going in the hot tub time machine.
Yep.
We're blue here. What does that mean?
That means the camera cycled.
Okay, cool.
So we'll give it a couple seconds and knowing that the camera's turning back on, and then we'll just roll with it. So the next one, you had actually, it was a couple episodes ago, actually, you talked about wanting to do our own top list of under $10 cigars. So everyone think about that. We're going to watch Kyle's top 5, and we're going to build on it.
See if we can add
our
some
own.
of our own. So the top 5 cigars under $10.
What's up, everybody? This is Kyle with the LA Cigar Collective. Today, I'm going to be going through my top 5 picks for cigars under $10.
Tell you what, I like this whole
and
system.
As a purveyor, I've always gotten the most joy out of finding budget bangers. These are cigars I would consider to be an everyday smoke without breaking the bank. And to me, if I'm paying $20 for a cigar, I expect it to be fantastic. But these cigars that are
taking a picture to send to Kyle?
$8, $9, $5, when I find a good one for that price, it really gets me going. So these are my top 5 under 10. So the first cigar on my list is the Charter Oak Shade and Toro by Foundation Cigars. So the Charter Oak Shade Toro by Foundation Cigars has to be my number 1 pick because it was the first budget banger that I really ever enjoyed. AJ Fernandez makes the cigar for Foundation. Has an Ecuadorian Connecticut shade.
All right, I didn't envision just like watching Kyle's video. I thought we would talk over it. So
this is a perfect everyday choice.
Charter Oak's the first one.
Cigar number 2 on my list is the Buenaventura Pralines 554 Toro from Pura Bar Cigars.
Pause it there.
I've never had that one.
I had it. I did not like it.
You didn't like it?
No, I didn't care for that one either. Charter Oaks I smoked a ton of. In fact, I still have some in my humidor at home.
I smoked a lot of the Maduro and a lot of the Connecticut. I was buying boxes of each for a while.
Yeah.
And I would alternate back and forth. I'd smoke the Connecticut in the morning with coffee, and then later in the evening, I'd fire up the Maduro.
I would smoke the Connecticut with coffee in the morning, and then when the Habano came out, I was smoking a ton of the Charter Oak Habanos.
I remember Dave used to leave the lounge with boxes of them.
Yeah.
By the time that Habano came out, I had smoked myself to death of the Charter Oak and was no longer buying them.
I was never a Charter Oak fan.
I had one recently. They're not as good as they used to be.
I have a couple rattling around in my humidor, and I get them out every once in a while. They're not quite what I remember them either.
Yeah.
They're a great golf course cigar or when you're mowing the lawn.
Absolutely. My favorite,
swimming in the pool.
My favorite 5 under 10, I would say I love the CAO flat headline for golfing and mowing.
Slow
down. So, what is this? Buenaventura?
Can be said about the majority of Curabari's portfolio. They make great cigars at this great black label.
So, I have never had that Buenaventura. I have had Curivari, and I think they're really good. Yeah. They're a great boutique brand that most people haven't heard of. You don't really see them available anywhere. Actually, it's sad. The last time I had a Curivari, I bought it from the forget the guy's name, that had what is now the Cigars at the corner of 401 and 100.
Yeah, Shorty.
That was the last time I had a Kirivari, like years ago. That was the last time I saw them in a humidor.
And I've got them there, and I've also ordered them from Small Batch, and always enjoyed them. Not that one he talked about.
Right.
That one I didn't like at all, but there are other ones I've always enjoyed.
Now I have smoked a lot of these.
Oh,
Well,
good
Petite
cigars.
A lot of
I got
Tats
one of my
Black.
box
Black Label
now.
blend from Tatuje is out of their Nicaragua portfolio. The Petite Robusto and the Petite Corona both shine in this blend to me the most. I really Corona that touch through cigar.
So I haven't had the Tatuje Black Petite Robusto in a few years. I didn't realize that it was under $10.
Yeah.
It
In fact, I
depends.
just got a bunch from
Buy 'em.
Yeah.
from Cigar Page. I think I paid like $8 for them. Seven, eight. I think they were on sale. I think I got them for like 7 something.
I've seen them go as low as like $6.50.
Yeah.
What a great smoke! Little
Oh yeah.
I used to really like the Series P, which is a short filler that comes out of Miami. It's like leftover scraps from all of their other high end stuff. And
That's cool.
I mean, it's kind of expensive for what it is. It's almost $10, but it was a pretty good cigar, and it's got a kind of a cult following behind it.
me and you've smoked this one coming up, I believe.
Yeah, I've had this. The
in a
Yorktown
box
Fleet.
pressed torpedo. So the Yorktown Fleet is the second newest Stolen Throne blend.
You know I love Stolen Throne.
I don't know that I've had anything from Stolen Throne.
Oh, I have.
Did I give you a Phantom Queen?
No.
Okay. So we talked about our favorite sticks that you can't get anymore, and Phantom Queen by Stolen Throne is my favorite. So Kyle is actually one who helps me track them down. Me and him are both fanboys of the Phantom Queen. So whenever we can get them, me and him either split them or say, hey, I got boxes, or I got some, I'll send you some.
Where does Stolen Throne come out of?
I have no idea. Real fanboy, huh?
No, but I've heard a lot of good things about a variety of their options. I just haven't had any of them.
I smoked just about everything in their line.
So good.
Yeah.
But this one, I've never heard of it or seen it. But then again,
Yeah, the president said he did. I think me and Mark smoked one of these prior a long time ago.
I think out of all of the Stolen Thrones, I think that is probably my least favorite.
It's also probably the cheapest.
It is.
That's why.
oh, you've had this Fleet.
Yes.
I think that's one of their more affordable sticks.
It's very good.
Came out at Peach Straight Blend for the Mach. Cigar number 5 on my list is the My Father Fonseca.
Now we're talking, Walt.
Smoked a gazillion of them. They're, I go in my top 20 cigars.
I like them, but I think the ones wrapped in cedar are
Much
so much better.
Yeah.
Me and Walt ordered more cedars and we got those. I picked the wrong one because it didn't have a picture.
Yeah, I know that Fonseca is a brand that's been out a long time. I think it's an old Cuban brand, but it used to be out years ago, and it was terrible. I don't know where it came out of. I think it might have been Dominican. I never liked it. I don't know when it became a My Father product, but it's pretty good.
There's my daughter lives in Philly, in Roxborough. There, at the corner of her street, there's a little cigar vape lottery place. And he has them in there. I go in there, I buy a handful every time I'm down there. And he's got them for like $9 a piece.
So the Fonseca Robusto has a shade-grown Nicaraguan Corojo Rosado wrapper. That is a mouthful.
Fonseca.
But this is a cube rate. There's more! Big Rob had a honorable mention.
So this is an honorable
system.
mention.
I figured I would throw mine in there. My honorable mention is this Tatuje Serie P
Oh, you talked about that one.
Robusto. So the Serie P Miami from Tatuje Cigars is a short filler cigar. It is rolled in Miami, and the wrapper is the same Ecuadorian Habano wrapper on the brown.
So anyway, that is Kyle's top 5 cigars for under $10 with an honorable mention. So let's kind of go around the room. What are your favorite cigars for under $10? I figure everyone gets a pick. I'll kick it off. The one I buy most frequently is the New World. It's like $8 in store. I think it's a great bang for your buck. Nice spicy cigar, full bodied. Can't beat it for under $10.
Absolutely.
Smoked hundreds.
Well, if I could only pick one, it'd be the Tatuje Black Petite Robusto.
You can give an honorable mention too.
Not
For
up,
under 10, I don't know.
not up there, but the Sencilio, that short one that I get, I think it's like $9. Bless you. I think it's a great smoke.
My go-to cheapie is the EP Carrillo Dusk. I can't get enough of them. I've probably had 4 or 5 boxes,
So good.
and they're just $7. Can't beat it.
They're on my list too, but I went even cheaper. I went the Esquisito by
Cabernet.
Arturo Fuente. Joya Cabanettas, I like those. The Man of War chisels, and Flatheads by CAO. I like the black ones and the red ones.
The Lancero blue ones are on my list.
Did you say the Fuente 858?
No,
Because that's not.
That's a really good smoke.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I know it's pretty much brand new, only been around for 3 or 4 months, but it's now number 1 on my short, small cigar, and cheap cigar is the CAO Amazon Basin Daggers. I'm a big Amazon Basin guy. I always have. People, it's one of those polarizing cigars, like an Andalusian Bowl, kind of splits people. They either say it's hype or it's not. Those little ones. Now you've had one. What do you think?
I think those little daggers are fantastic. I haven't had a new large, full size Amazon Basin. I'd love to compare the two because
Gurgle's like me. He loves the Basins.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on the daggers.
I'm out, but me and Mark are gonna buy some more. I've never had a small smoke like that where I'm like, even when I have time, I'll light one of those up. Usually I save those little ones when I'm in a rush. That one's so good that I'll be like, I'll just smoke this and then smoke something after
I
it.
also like the Black Label, the Rorschach.
oh yeah, yeah.
I seen you smoking on Sunday at the Eagles game. What did you think of that coffin nail?
That was fine.
I like their coffin nails.
coffin
That's
nail?
newer. That's
Yeah.
about a year old.
Yeah.
It's cool because it
Like
comes in
$8.
like almost a cigarette box.
Yeah.
What are they though? $12?
No, so Rob asked me if I had one. I said, I actually don't think I'd buy any that are under $10, but I have recently bought boxes of the NBK and the Killer B. And I think with the box price I'm getting them, I'm pretty sure, I know I'm getting them for less than $10 a stick.
Yeah, I mean retail they're 11, so you can find them cheaper.
I usually get a box and I'm getting them probably in the 150, 160 range when I've caught them on sale. So that would put them under $10 a stick.
At one point Bishop Blend was below 10, so that was always a red Bishop Blend was always my favorite, still is. We can add that one. We can count it, even though it's a couple, maybe 75 cents or $1 over the limit. It's hard to find smokes under $10 anymore.
No, it's not.
No.
I smoke.
But are they good, though?
That's what I meant.
I don't know, man. What I buy is under $10. I buy them all the time. There's tons of them on the market. You just got to buy them when they're on sale.
Yeah, when they're on sale, even the new Murcielago.
Yeah.
You get them on sale. Great smoke.
For like
got-
$5.
I got the
can't believe-
Lanceros for $7 a piece.
I think the Oliva V, the Melanio, you get them pretty reasonable on Cigar Page.
Yeah.
And they're on sale. They're
Buy one.
The Series E 151.
I see people buy Oliva in a shop. I'm like, you're crazy. I get about if you want to give the money to the local, that's cool. I'm cool with that. But people who also buy online, I'm like, why would you ever buy an Oliva in a brick and mortar? They're like $13-15 for a stick you can find online for $7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely fall into the Oliva fanboy category at one point in time, and there's just so much of a discrepancy now. I couldn't imagine spending like the Melanios. You go into a shop, they're like $14. I buy them online. I get them on sale all the time for $6-7 a piece.
I'd say that brand has the biggest staggering difference of online versus brick and mortar.
I hate to compare them to Gurkha, but Gurkha's the same way. If you go into a brick and mortar, they're double digits starting point. You buy them online for like pennies on the dollar. Cigars International used to blow them out, like all the different lines for like $3-4 a piece.
In the packs too. You
Yeah.
get a whole 10 pack for $30.
Mhm. But you go looking for those same cigars in a brick and mortar, and they're 10, 12, 14 bucks.
Yep.
Mike wanted me to mention his favorite pick is the Caldwell Blind Man's Bluff.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Caldwell's awesome.
Yeah.
They have a Lancero that I get. It's 15 minutes of fame, $8. Fantastic. And they have some ones that aren't so good, but I do like Caldwell. Nice. Well put. A silent partner back there.
I haven't had many, if any at all, of the like the lost and found stuff they do. I hear mixed things. Like some of them are really good, some of them are not so good.
It's very hit and miss.
Mm-hmm. We like the one night stands. I gave you one of those. Eddie got us one of those. Those were good. But there are ones that are not very good.
I bet you do.
Not anymore. Sorry, dear, if you're listening.
It's just guys. It's okay.
What's that you lit up over there?
Dog Rocket. Cohiba Black.
Oh, that's one of Ed's.
The old Cohiba Blacks that came in the glass tube and everything that were like actually jet black, those were phenomenal. I don't know what happened.
I just lit up a knuckle sandwich.
Guy Fieri would be proud.
I saw he must be making the rounds. I saw him on Bobby Bad
Clay?
Friends.
Oh, okay.
And they were making a big deal about him being the very first person on the podcast to light up a cigar in the studio. I've only seen the short. I haven't watched the full episode.
I'm glad he sticks to the brand then.
Yeah, so he must be making the rounds. You'll probably see him pop up on several podcasts.
Well, that means that Bad Friends is only 4 episodes away from smoking weed and talking about aliens.
All right.
And that's the other thing. People can be there smoking weed and crack. They don't say anything. He lights up a cigar and they make a comment about it.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
So we've reached the end of our script. So now we can either end it or go off the rails. It's your choice.
So I do want
Take
to hang
that
out.
train off the rails, baby. Let's
because
go.
we want to hang out for a little bit. Our man Eddie on the road. He's in New York right now, and he's trying hard to get to this lounge so he can call in. So let's talk. Even if we have
keep
to
it
edit the
rolling.
bullshit out, I would like to try and get our first segment of Eddie on the road.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
He's heading to Doc James Cigar Lounge in Mamaroneck, New York. So hopefully,
Where?
I hope he didn't just leave.
Mamaroneck.
I can't
Mamaroneck.
see that.
I don't know how
Long
to say it.
Island.
10543 Prospect Avenue.
So this is totally off the rails, but talking about aliens and stuff. I thought of you this weekend, Mark, because I saw a post on Instagram where they showed Neil Armstrong's boots, and they're in a museum and they're flat treaded on the front, but the footprints on the moon have
Oh,
all
no.
the grooves and stuff.
Yeah.
all the grooves
Yeah.
on them.
Uh,
I said I got to talk to Mark about that.
Well, they were just worn out from
continuity
all
issues.
that walking around.
dirt.
So, Walt, I got a
Uh-huh,
question.
you know.
This comes in from
Thanks,
my
Rob.
son who watched the podcast.
I was trying to like.
He asked me a question. I didn't know the answer. He said, how did the name come up, Smoke and Steel?
ChatGPT.
Interesting.
Eric was.
I said, we need something here.
He was kind of giving me a hard time about needing to give the place a name. And I just fed a whole bunch of stuff into ChatGPT and told it to give me some name suggestions. And Smoke and Steel was the one I kind of settled on because the metal building, motorcycles,
Guns.
yeah, stuff like that. So it seemed to fit. And it seemed kind of unique. I hadn't heard the name before, so that's what we went with.
I told him.
But you came up with even more with Sir Stogie and
Yeah, we
know,
talked about that already.
Yeah.
So that's
He did the same thing. Actually, my daughter-in-law plugged in and ChatGPT, and he sent me a list of names. Let me see if I can find the message real quick.
There's a lot of bands out there nowadays that newer bands that go to ChatGPT. Say, hey, this is what our influences are. Let's just say Metallica, heavy metal, thrash metal.
All right,
Make
so
me
here's
a
some
name
of
for my band. Then they spit them out.
Here's a couple that ChatGPT gave them when they plugged it in. Ash Talk, Stogie Society, Tobacco Tales, Smoke Signals, Puff Perspective,
I like that one.
Stogie Stories, Puff Panel, and Ash and Ember.
I like the last one.
Actually, I think Ash and Ember was a suggestion on
Coming
my
at you
list.
live, Ash and it. No, we're not changing it now.
How about Ashmouth?
I just thought it was funny. I said, well, unfortunately, I said I missed the first couple episodes, so I wasn't involved in any of that part, and I don't even know the answer.
Tight Ash.
Assholes.
Ash holes. Oh, that would have been
That
good.
would be
Butthole
good.
That is a podcast.
Is it?
Yeah, there's
Eddie.
Ashholes. Is
Nice.
That's
Does
awesome.
he have that hat on?
We'll see. He always wears that hat.
Butthole whisperer.
Butthole whisperer.
His pooper
Great
sniffed.
hat.
So yeah, that's where we got it from. So I was like, you gotta and you're like, no, we don't need a name. I was like, yes, we do. And now look.
And it spiraled out of control.
Now here
I got
we are.
banners and it's
Illuminated signs.
lighting.
We almost had hoodies.
He also asked me if that logo, the Smoke and Steel logo up on the light there, was going to be the actual logo.
Probably not. I want to get something made. I need to pay down my credit card before I order a logo. These were a little expensive.
If you have something digital that you designed without getting it made.
No, I don't have anything. I'm gonna pay someone to do it
Okay.
digitally.
I'll take cigars. I'll make you one.
So I was told Nate's wife opened an Etsy store up,
Okay.
and she's printing all that stuff, shirts, you name it now.
Oh, we might have an in.
To talk to her.
Because our goal is, we talked about it. So we were going to go with this local guy, and then we're like, we want to do something that we can make available to everyone, you know? So we want to find a place that can do it and then set up an online shop and be like, okay, so if you guys want one too, you go here and you can just order through them.
So
I for
my
some
son,
of the
that's part of his business.
nonprofits,
He does signs and things.
done
He
that.
does laser
I
engraving.
have a couple
So
drop
he can get
shippers that I can
those
set
and
you
laser
guys up
engrave our
with.
Okay.
logo and whatever you want on them.
First, we got to figure out on a logo. So
Not that
that's
expensive when you figures price.
We got nothing but time.
Yeah,
Back
just
and
4
forth,
boxes,
Hawaii
Walt.
back. That's what I did ask about. If we got a
Opus,
logo, so I was
preferably.
going to have to use that, but then I told him to wait.
yeah. Wait till we get the official one to send to your kid, and then he can do something crazy for it.
Oh, you saw the cigar cases.
Mike,
They're leather
Grab
wrapped.
me a Pellegrino.
San Pellegrino.
He did ask me again, Eric, about. So I'm going down in December.
It's funny you said that. They just released their new release. So go on, and we'll tell you what it is after you.
Well, he brought up about the store that you had mentioned that's
Okay.
down on Oahu.
Right.
So we'll be down,
Thank you.
not necessarily in that general area, but that's not a far travel.
Food and Stuff, I believe is what it's called. No. JR Wine. Or,
Wines.
So they just released their new one coming out. What was it? The Hawaiian Ligero.
Yeah.
It's got a big white skull on it.
Whirly Harrow.
So
How to butcher language.
Grizz Ligero.
when I go down in December, if we have the address and such, they have them. I'm not opposed to going over and checking them out.
Let's go. Then you can just ship them back to us.
Well, I can bring them home.
Cool.
Throw them in a priority mailbox.
You get a 10-pack, and it's like $96 for
I
10.
think they're going. The press release said $11.50 a stick. I think it said.
Oh, can't do it now.
So what's going on with you, Mike? Anything new?
He
No?
doesn't talk.
You can.
I'm good. Did anybody follow up on the text I sent out about the cigars?
Which one?
I'm gonna make you think. What did I send?
We didn't get anything.
You were on. You should have been on that group thread.
Hold on, let me look.
Of what?
The ones we talked about last week.
Killer Bee?
The Placencia. The blue.
Oh yeah.
How did you like it?
I actually really liked it.
You have one yet?
Uh,
Because you didn't bring
Yeah.
mine.
yeah, I did. I did smoke that.
You got down? Did you got down there and got some?
Yeah.
Me and him are going to split the open box that they had, or the full, was it a full
Oh,
box?
that was
No,
the
it was
one
full box.
box.
beverage place.
Yeah.
You got them.
Yeah.
Okay, I did get them.
Epps Beverage.
Yeah, I did.
So they
My
had.
apologies.
They had. We had just talked about the blue, right, Walt? Prior to that. So I stopped in there on
Yeah,
my
so
way
your
home.
side is missing.
I was traveling down there. There you go. And they had them again. They also had the black and gold, the hexagon box. they had. I say because I bought the whole box of what they had.
Of the Alma Fuerte?
Yes.
Yes.
And their prices. Now I didn't go compare them, but I know the last time I went in, I bought them. Rob, I sent them to you. They were 16 some change, and Goose had them at 26. So I know that these were 175 for the box of 10, and they were what 18, 19
It was a good
retail.
buy. It was a good buy.
So that's their pricing. Now they only seem to have like 2 or 3 things like that when you go in there, and that seems to be it. So maybe wherever they're getting them from, they're
Nice.
definitely discounting them.
Where'd you get yours?
Eps. It was like 18.
That's great for that stick.
Yeah.
So that's what I wasn't sure. Is that I never actually looked up what the normal retail price is for them.
I'm going to say 26.
Yeah.
26 for that.
Yeah.
Placentia is across the board except for like the 151.
Yep, the white ones.
The other stuff that they have that's cheaper. Most of their stuff is 20.
When I smoked the
They are, buddy.
149 over the weekend, was like $9. I enjoyed the shit out
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah. Placentia apparently had been rolling for a lot of other places for years as like a contractor before pushing into the higher end market on their own. They make some really good sticks. I've had most of their line and I've liked everything.
Well, I'm glad everyone got an opportunity to get down there before I bought them all.
I didn't. Thanks.
I
Yeah,
stopped in there.
thanks for the
Friday.
heads up.
Yeah, Mark had sent back saying, "Hey, if you're," I'm like, "Dude, I bought them. I'm going already."
Come out of your cigar.
Got a cockroach out of my cigar here.
You really come out of smoke?
Came out of that one.
Raw dog.
Dude, what are you doing? You had a hatch.
So we're just getting ready. Eddie's going to try and get in here if you want to get that ready. He said he doesn't want to go into the lounge yet and feel it out, so he's just going to talk to us outside.
So while he's setting that up, you originally said about going off the rails. Pretty sure I'm the only one that ever was a licensed conductor on a railroad. And the first time I went out for a trek ride, which is where they take you down the railroad that you're going to operate on and just kind of show you the topography and what you have to do. We're in the high rail truck and it comes off the rails and smashes into a rock wall.
Oh, oh,
And we are 5 miles from the nearest railroad crossing. So it took us 6 hours to get this thing back on the tracks and unbent.
Wow. Get it back.
I watched the short of you talking
Limped it.
about
Wow.
the short about you talking about the battleship cruise. That was so cool. I forgot about that, and then I watched it. I was like, man, that was a great little short.
Yeah. Yeah, Walt's killing it on the shorts here.
Yeah, I saw my coroner call on one.
Is he our roving reporter?
Yeah.
Can you guys
Yep.
hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
There we go.
I can. I can't see you though.
Okay. We can't see you
Oh,
either.
there it is.
Kind of caught me by surprise. I wasn't. I didn't have everything all set up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were ready.
Carol.
No, we're good.
No, I'm good now.
Hit enable video on your side.
That all it is?
All right.
Ah, he's always
Come on.
smiling.
All right. We're coming at you live.
All
We
right.
got our man on the street, Eddie. It's our first installment of Eddie on the Street. Eddie, where you at, brother?
I can't even say the name of the town. It's Mamanek or Mamahek, New
Yeah,
York.
We looked at the thing you
Like-
sent me. Mamaronic, I think it's how you say it. Mamaronic or whatever.
Yeah. I am outside of Doc James Cigar Lounge.
Very cool.
Can you read that correctly or is it backwards?
Nope, it's good.
Good.
We can see it.
We got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So have you been inside yet?
Yeah. Briefly, I set my bag down. That was it. I've been here before. It's a great little cigar lounge. They're definitely like Yankees fans and stuff like that.
Blech.
So, when I was here before, I think there was like a Rangers Flyers game going on or something, and it was pretty crazy in here.
wow.
So I keep my mouth shut.
That's smart. You're not in Philadelphia anymore.
No, it's pretty neat. They have outside seating area, like behind this hedge, I guess you could call it. There's like a fence with a hedge and a fence with a hedge. So yeah, it's a pretty cool place. I don't want to just walk in there. There's a ton of people in there.
I
think it'd be kind of awkward to just be like, "Hey, I'm recording."
Yeah.
You know.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, this worked out perfectly, brother.
Yeah, next time or sometime soon, I'd like to do an installment of this kind of thing where it's already set up in advance, and we can maybe interview somebody inside the cigar lounge for a minute, and just I can give you a tour or something like that at one of the cigar lounges I go.
Dude, that sounds perfect.
That'd
man.
be nice. Yeah. Get to talk to the owner, find out what he's all about.
Got a little lag.
All right.
We're losing you, buddy.
Hey, if you can hear us, we're losing you.
There you go.
There
All
you
right.
go. All right. Well,
Have
hey,
a good night.
yeah, we'll let you go.
All right.
Smoke something good.
Take it easy, guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
And that concludes our first installment of Eddie on the Street.
Bye. Love you.
See you, brother.
See you, brother.
Thanks for calling in.
Right.
That's gonna
Sure,
be
my pleasure.
all right. Hang on.
It's like
You got the wrong hat on.
he's like Chick-fil-A. My
Dude,
pleasure.
That's gonna be so cool. Wherever he is on the road, just a little pop in. He told me. He texted me. He's like, dude, I am not filming inside there. He's like, there's 30 people. He's not gonna walk in and be like, hey, this is Smoking Steel podcast. What's up, everybody?
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah, so that's what the guest will see.
All right. That works.
I'm the center of attention,
There you go.
As usual.
like the king of the.
Head of the table.
All right. Well, that feels like a good spot to shut her down. Anybody else got any closing arguments?
Did anybody insult you today?
No, shut up. That's why.
You can't close out without somebody making fun of you for something.
All right.
Don't
this
look
has
at me.
been
He
another-
looks right at me like,
All right. This has been another episode of the Smoke and Steel podcast brought to you by StogieReview.com. From all of us here and Eddie on the road, wish you a good night and we'll see you next time.
Mark.
That's only when you start.
You got to
Do it.
Oh. Keep them lit.
And that's a wrap.
That was awesome. That worked out with Eddie perfectly. You did great, man.
Nice. He sounded awesome. Oh wait, there's no subtitles. We couldn't read them.